So today's video is going to be a little controversial, I'm assuming, but we're going to be talking about Blackpink and blinks or blonks overall. So I just want to let it out that I am a blink. I've been a blink since the Bitch Better Have My Money dance practice. I love Blackpink. I'm not one of those blinks that will literally hunt you down and bash you if you say one bad thing about them, but I am one of those blinks that will agree with you if your opinion is actually a good opinion and it's constructive criticism. But I want to talk about Jennie and the things that she's been going through. So I think it was in 2018, I'm assuming, that this whole video came out where someone compared Jennie's dancing from debut all the way till now. And as a blink, I'm saying that Jennie's dancing has gotten worse. But it's only some stages. Other stages, she's totally killing it. She's having fun. She's jumping around. But then, some excuses are she has motion sickness. She's tired of performing the same song. She's bored. And motion sickness, I don't know what happens when you have that. I don't know if it is a distraction to your dancing. I don't know what happens. But she could be bored, but she is a performer. You have to put on a fake smile at least for your fans who paid to see you. Because performers, that's what they do. They have to be there for their fans. And in my opinion, I think that there's something going on that it's none of our business to know about, but there's something definitely going on with Jennie. And I think that if it was motion sickness, wouldn't YG's staff do something about it? If she was feeling tired, wouldn't she say something before going on stage just to let them know and so they could tell the fans oh, Jennie's not okay or something? We literally don't know what happened. Something could have happened to her. We don't know if she's going through a mental health thing, and we should not be oh yeah, she's going through this, she's going through depression. No, mental health is so important. Don't just blatantly say it out loud. We don't know. It's none of our business to know so either. So and because of that rumor, by the way, Jennie has heavily improved, by the way. And because of that rumor, so many people have turned to hate on Jennie. There's a hashtag on Twitter saying Jennie leave Blackpink, and so many people are still using the Jennie is lazy comeback thing, and it's so immature. No. And then people are calling Jennie lazy. They're saying she can't sing and all. And there's times where Jennie's singing has not been that great. But there's just because of that one scandal, so many people have come to attack Jennie. And I think it was and then Jennie's solo stands, they're making Jennie look so bad because they're so toxic. One of them even said, I wish asterisk had an N-word scandal, and then someone said, oh, who? And then they're ROS asterisk, and wow, I wonder who that is. But Jennie stands, they're toxic as hell. Imagine hating someone else from the same group so bad that you want them to have an N-word scandal that could I don't know, ruin their career. But I'm not going to defend Jennie and say motion sickness, because I don't know what that does to your body. But I am going to say that Jennie should perform well, and if she is feeling sick, then oh my god, can that helicopter leave? If she was feeling sick, then she should have really said something. But if she wanted to act tough for blinks, then I love her for doing that. But if it was actually that serious, she should have stayed out. It was just gonna be one song. If it was the whole would I say concert? I don't know. She could have stayed in the chair or something and just sang. But she if she actually felt sick and she just performed for blinks, I love her for trying to act tough for us. But no, health comes first. And maybe she is just bored, but if she was bored, that's not a good excuse to defend Jennie, because she's a performer. Performers have to perform for their fans who are there to see them, not see them being lazy. So that is my opinion on Jennie, and just because Jennie has had some times does not give it an excuse to say that Jennie deserves all of that backlash. That's like a total no. So now on to Rose. Honestly, I've never like seen any hate directly towards Rose. I think it's always just about her vocals, and I understand why that's because Rose's voice is like nasally, I think. But it's still really beautiful. The only thing I'm gonna say about Rose is her solo stands. Wow, okay. Her solo stands are so like hateful towards Jennie and like Jennie only. And solo stands and OT4 stands are tweeting hashtag give Rosie a solo, and that's because they're saying that if Jennie can handle a solo, so can Rose. Like, yeah, I get it, it's not fair to give only one member a solo, but also spreading out hate just because you want her to get a solo is not like good. You're making Rose look so bad. And someone was also bashing Rose because she was hogging all of the questions just because Jisoo didn't speak English. Like, wow, I didn't know that it was Rose's fault just because Jisoo couldn't speak English. And like, I get what they're coming from, that like, oh, Jisoo didn't speak at all and Rose spoke most of the time, but it's not, you cannot blame her just because Jisoo doesn't know English. And they're like saying that like, oh, karma is gonna come for her. I think that's like all I've seen towards Rose, but all I have to say is that her solo stands are like so toxic. I'm gonna say some of them are really toxic, and they're just like blatantly hateful towards Jennie. Just hate Jennie. And I don't have nothing to say about Lisa or Jisoo because they're rarely or never almost like mentioned with the scandal. I don't know. And so now on to Blackpink. So recently Blackpink, I'm gonna say like a week ago, Blackpink had this meet and greet in Philippines. And it was like a Shopee, is that how you pronounce it? A Shopee thing. And the things that happened were that Jennie had a panic attack. I saw this video where Jennie was having difficulty breathing during it, and she still managed to put on a smile for Blinks, and that further proves my point that she's trying to act like she's okay in front of Blinks, and she should really stop that act because health comes first. But it only lasted 30 minutes. Some influencers called Jennie lazy in front of her face. And it was a scam because Blinks paid a ton of money to go in and they didn't even receive a ticket. So my opinion on that is like, oh my gosh, imagine you being there for your fans, but it turns out that you're getting called lazy and you get spilled water, like, on accident, by the way. I don't know if it was an accident. I don't know if that's like the excuse, but yeah, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for Blackpink for them having to go through that. Like, they did that for their fans, and it turns out that they just went there just to get hated on. Like, that's so bad. I hate that so many people are finding reasons to hate on Blackpink for no reason whatsoever. But I hate that. It's like, okay, you guys hate Blackpink. Okay, dislike. I'm gonna say dislike. You guys dislike Blackpink. Stop spreading hate so easily. Like, oh my gosh. And another thing that I want to talk about is Blackpink's world tour. In my opinion, YG should have waited until they had a little more songs. But then again, when were they ever gonna get a lot of songs that could fill up a whole set list? And that makes me so mad that they have no songs, and like they do have songs, but just a little bit when compared to other groups. But I'm happy that they sold out a lot of their tours. But I'm happy, yeah, like a lot of Blinks went, and they went around the tour, like the world and all. But there's this video explaining how YG did something with the concert. I'll put it in here.
Blackpink sold out more than 60,000 seats on their first North American tour were popping up around the web. Even YG Entertainment chimed in on the apparent success. They claimed that 6 American concert dates had already been sold out. This alleged success even drove YG Entertainment to add 2 more shows to their North American tour. And yet fans couldn't help but feel like there was something off about the whole thing. When fans went on to StubHub to check if tickets for the tour were indeed sold out, what they found was contrary to the claims YG had broadcasted. In fact, they noticed that there were a lot of tickets left for the majority of the concerts. Fans could still purchase tickets easily and in large amounts. Some have argued that StubHub isn't reliable. However, when fans looked into Ticketmaster, the findings were similar. We can see from the seat map of the Hamilton and Newark shows that there are many seats still available. The pink dots represent the seats that could still be purchased as resale tickets. For a sold-out concert, that's a lot of people looking to resell their tickets. There's also speculation that YG themselves might have sold tickets to scalpers. This move would still allow them to claim that shows are sold out, creating hype which would drive fans to buy the resale tickets at a higher price. Whatever the truth is, many fans are disappointed at how YG is handling the tour. And now, with such a large amount of resale tickets, the whole fiasco is making Blackpink look bad, when it's really not their fault.
I don't know if that's true, but if it is, then that's giving so much more reason for people to hate on Blackpink, and that makes me mad. And Blackpink don't deserve any of the hate. And like Jennie, she did deserve the constructive criticism. Sorry, she did deserve that because a lot of people are saying that she's YG's princess. She gets everything handed to her, but she gets so much shit for literally everything. Like, you guys are blind when it comes to her getting hate, and I hate that. But yeah, she deserved the constructive criticism. Give her more constructive criticism. Like, she could improve so much more. But there's also this thing that YG is paying for views for Blackpink, because I think they have like 700 or 800 million views already. And like, I don't know if it's true, so I'm not gonna say yeah, he is. I don't know. I'm not saying it's true, but if he is, a big if, it gives people way more reason to hate on Blackpink. And like, doesn't he know that the things that he's doing are like making people hate Blackpink even more? And that's bothering me so much, because Blackpink are like the most adorable idols ever, and like they're like a wholesome group. I love them. And like, the fact that just because of YG's actions, it's hurting Blackpink, and people are saying, oh, if they weren't under YG, they'd probably not be popular. But being realistic here, with their concept and all their songs, their good songs, their stage presence, I honestly think they'd be popular. In my opinion, please don't attack me. But yeah, it just bothers me so much that people hate Jennie for no reason. Rosé stans are like so toxic, and that Blackpink are getting the most shit for like nothing. And I hate that. I love it that they're like coming to the US and all, because the Americans love them. But I just hate that, like, just because they're expanding more, it gives people more reason to hate them. Like, some armies are like saying that give Rosie the hashtag give Rosie a stan. Give Rosie a solo is scam, just because they don't want them to see it. Like, they don't want Rosé to like pass BTS in views. And then I think that they were helping Once's stream music videos just because they didn't want Blackpink to break BTS's record. And that's so immature. I don't know if all of the armies were like that, but I know that some were. And that's so immature. Like, you're making not only BTS look bad, but you're making like your whole fandom look bad. Sorry, that's generalizing. You're making like most of your fandom look bad. But yeah, it just bothers me so much. And this video, if you thought that this video was gonna be like me saying that like, yeah, I hate Blackpink and all, then you thought wrong, because this is just my opinions on the whole rumors, the scandals, and like just Blackpink overall. Because I love Blackpink. I'm not one to literally hate on them, but I am one to give them constructive criticism. And I don't know if I gave them any criticism here. I was just talking about the fandom as a whole. So yeah, that was today's video. Bye guys. Thank you guys for watching.